Spec Ops, The Line, Delisting Reason Revealed. Director comments on removal. The culprits are expired licenses. 2K Spec Ops The Line has been delisted from digital platforms over the past few days, and the publisher finally provided a reason as to why the game suddenly disappeared. However, Spec Ops The Line's director appears to still be optimistic about its future. Spec Ops The Line will no longer be available on online storefronts as several partnership licenses related to the game are expiring. Players who have purchased the game can still download and play the game uninterrupted, 2K said in a statement to Inverse. 2K would like to thank our community of players who have supported the game, and we look forward to bringing you more offerings from our label throughout this year and beyond. Initially, the developers of the game didn't understand why it was suddenly delisted everywhere. Director Corey Davis also said, devastating personally, but also for those who poured their souls into its creation alongside me as developers, and for the gaming community at large. This is not the end for Spec Ops The Line. Spec Ops The Line was first released in 2012 for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox 360, and PlayStation 3. While it received praise for its story and themes depicting the gruesome realities of war, it was a commercial failure. As a result, fans shouldn't expect a sequel. In GameSpot's Spec Ops The Line review, we said mechanically Spec Ops is an utterly commonplace third-person shooter, but narratively it strives to raise philosophical questions and put you outside of your comfort zone. These contrasts create some intriguing moments, but they are too often muddled by mediocre execution. So, uh, a comment. Let's see. Someone says overrated game. I disagree with that. I really like Spec Ops The Line. I played it all the way through. Did you ever try out Spec Ops The Line?
I've heard the game for a while now. It's last time I checked, but never got a chance to play it yet. I will admit that. So, hey, it's free to play though, still, right? Up until next month, you said?
No, it's been taken off storefronts.
Oh, already? Okay.
You have to get it physically.
Okay. Understand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I can't
mean,
say much
don't get
about
me
it.
wrong. It was normal one and gun, and you got a couple of soldiers alongside with you. Um, I will spoil one moment though, because like there's a part where like you use binoculars and you think you see soldiers waiting for you. So you find a cannon with white phosphorus missiles. So you start
Mhm.
firing white phosphorus until you take out everyone. Then you go there. It turns out it wasn't soldiers waiting for you. It was a refugee camp that
Oh.
you fired white phosphorus into, which basically burned everyone alive. And then like they start shoving each other like you said this was a refugee camp. You said you saw soldiers patrolling it. Um, and it's kind it's that's like I said, narratively is the only thing the game had going for it. Gameplay wise, dime a dozen, but narratively,
It feels
narratively
so real.
is the reason to go through it.
It's like played the game Black back in the day. Kind of like that.
No, well, no, because I hated black, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I wanted to. I never came closer to throwing my controller against the wall than I did when playing black.
You got to
Um,
start over every time. Yeah.
yeah, among other things. But it's just like I said, it was a mediocre game to play, but the narrative um, and it basically makes you question like you thought you were doing the right thing, but were you really, or were you? It's kind of like Black Ops when your character thought he was helping someone, but it turns out that guy that you were helping never really existed, only in your mind.
Yeah, resident officer's name.
Yeah, so it's kind of like that. I think there's a couple endings because like at the end, yes, I'm spoiling it, but it's been out for 12 years. Um, there's like the your captain that he says like I'm gonna count to five and then I'm gonna kill you, and you have to decide, do you want to shoot first or do you want to let him kill you so your guilt will be gone, your nightmare will be over and everything. So I shot back, and then when you call in to be lifted out of the battle zone, they go, how many survivors? And your character replies, one too many. And then basically you just see like your character going over everything in his mind, like, you know, almost feeling guilty for surviving the mission because of what he had to do throughout the game.
I see.
Yeah, so if Spec Ops: The Line, I don't know how expensive it is. I got it from GameFly. It was pretty cheap when I got it from GameFly. So it's not that it's so. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can pull it up right now. See
It's
how much.
$56 pre-owned on Amazon
How
for
much?
Xbox for the Xbox 360 pre-owned. The $56
$56?
because it comes with two other games, Mafia 2 and Borderlands
Oh,
2.
well, I wasn't talking about the bundle. I was talking about just Spec Ops: The Line itself. Let's
Mm-hmm.
see, Spec Ops. I'm on price charting. Spec Ops: The Line. On PS3 loose, it's $14. Xbox
Right.
360, it's $10 loose. Yeah, and then PS3, it's like $16 complete on PS3 and $14 on 360 complete. So yeah, if it's not an expensive game, if you want to try it out, and I definitely suggest you try it out, especially for the story. But if you do, play all the way through before you judge it.